You've probably heard of the enslaved people running away and toward their freedom on the Underground Railroad. But have you heard of the Black Maroons who escaped to Florida? These brave Maroons integrated with the Native American Indian Seminole culture in Florida throughout the late 1600s through the 1840s. Black fugitives, who were enslaved in South Carolina and Georgia, ran to freedom in Florida, which at that time was ruled by Spain. The Black Maroons joined the Seminole groups in north-central Florida and continued building communities as far south as the Everglades. During this time, Spain claimed all of Florida, where slavery had been abolished in 1693. Still, the Black Maroons and Seminole groups had to defend themselves and their freedom against Spain and later U.S. military control. Of course, the Black Maroons and Seminoles shared intercultural marriages, foods, traditions, and lifestyles throughout their shared life of freedom in Florida. They were able to safely hide in the forests and swamps where they also dealt with malaria and other diseases. Some even set up their own governing systems independently from each other, and those who expected to return them to the plantations they escaped. Black Seminoles were protected by the Native American communities from re-enslavement by joining their military forces to resist both the Spanish and Americans. Around the 1730s, Fort Mose became the first free black community in what is now St. Augustine. By the late 1790s, the Spanish needed more allies to fight both the British and the Americans, and offered freedom to all enslaved people who reached Florida if they also accepted Catholicism as a way of life. Blacks and Native Seminoles fought side by side against America in the Seminole Wars. In 1818, General Andrew Jackson, who later became the 7th U.S. President of the United States from 1829 to 1837, sent U.S. forces to destroy communities filled with Maroons, Seminoles, and Creeks along the Apalachicola River. By 1819, Spain sold Florida to the United States. Still, the resistance continued even as the Maroons and Seminole communities migrated to southern Florida and Andros Island in the Bahamas. In 1835 to 1841, during the Second Seminole War, more than 1,500 white American soldiers died as the Maroons and Seminoles resisted them. The Maroons and Seminoles were eventually defeated in 1842 and were forced to move to Indian Territory in present-day Oklahoma. These days, descendants of the Maroons are still found on Andros Island, Bahamas, and Mexico. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Source: Alexander O., 2022, April 06. The Black Maroons of Florida, 1693 to 1850. blackpast.org. https://www.blackpast.org/African-American-history/the-Black-Maroons- of-Florida-169-3-1850